Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're breaking down exactly why NVIDIA is completely dominating the AI race, fueled by a massive boom in computing demand and a remarkably deep business moat. To really ground this story, we've got to start with a truly staggering number: $500 billion. That's 500 billion. NVIDIA just announced a historic pivot. They are partnering to manufacture up to $500 billion worth of American-made AI supercomputers, and they're doing it in just the next 4 years. The AI intelligence boom. And what's fueling this limitless need for AI? Look, right now, basically every single company and country on Earth is desperately chasing economic growth. And to get there, they have a virtually limitless need for manufactured intelligence. Need proof of what that demand looks like? Take OpenAI's newly updated GPT 5.3-Codex. It's one of the most advanced frontier models on the planet, and it was trained and deployed entirely on NVIDIA's full-stack infrastructure. Literally, the top players absolutely rely on this architecture just to function. Building the infrastructure moat and how scale changes everything. You see, the game has changed. This isn't just about selling individual chips anymore. It's all about the sheer physical scale and the massive, mind-bending computing power required to stand these systems up. To wrap our heads around this scale, let's quickly define pre-training. Basically, this is the bedrock phase where AI models learn from oceans of data. And doing this demands tens of thousands of GPUs working together simultaneously. It's exactly why developers absolutely require world-class accelerators and a fully optimized software stack. And that brings us to a massive hardware leap. We are talking about moving from the previous generation NVIDIA's Hopper architecture straight to the incredibly powerful new Blackwell GB200 NVL72 rack-scale systems. So, looking at the latest MLPerf training benchmarks, these new GB200 systems deliver 3 times faster training performance. And get this, nearly twice the performance per dollar compared to Hopper. For AI labs, this is a total game changer. It drastically shortens development cycles, meaning they can deploy these models so much faster. The economics of AI compute, going from chips to full-blown AI factories. NVIDIA's business moat is evolving incredibly fast. They're moving way beyond just supplying the silicon. Now they're actively sharing revenue and helping build massive multi-tenant AI factories. Now, a huge driver for this factory model is something called inference. Think of inference as applying compute power to a trained model to tackle real user queries in real time. The whole industry is shifting from just building models to running them continuously in production, and that is driving a relentless demand for compute. Which leads us to real-world industry transformation and the tangible ROI of AI. Let's step back and look at the actual return on this massive capital expenditure to see if all of this spending is actually working. Well, the data says a definitive yes. An overwhelming 88% of surveyed businesses are reporting that AI integration has already actively increased their annual revenue. And this brilliantly illustrates how the transformation is playing out right now across different sectors. For example, PepsiCo is using 3D digital twins to simulate their plant operations. That's cutting costs and giving them a 20% increase in throughput. Nasdaq built an AI platform specifically to streamline their internal workflows. And over in telecommunications, a massive 99% of respondents are reporting improved employee productivity, funding the compute build-out and a totally new business model. Now, the big counterpoint to this whole AI boom is the extreme amount of capital required just to build out the infrastructure. So how is NVIDIA actually solving that? Well, they're pioneering a completely new economic model by aligning with AI clouds. By using revenue sharing, offering credit support for infrastructure, and giving immediate access to AI-native startups, NVIDIA is allowing their partners to totally bypass the usual headaches of site selection and power procurement. Just look at the sheer scale of these new capital partnerships. It's wild. Sharon AI is deploying up to 40,000 NVIDIA Grace Blackwell GPUs. Meanwhile, Firmus is building a massive 360-megawatt campus in Indonesia designed to hold up to 170,000 GPUs. The future AI race and what happens next. The market right now is aggressively shifting. We're moving out of those early pilots and test phases straight into continuous, large-scale token production. So the crucial point here is that as AI moves from model development into production inference, the demand for compute is just accelerating, and it's shifting toward continuously operating AI factories. NVIDIA isn't just selling the picks and shovels here, guys. They are engineering the very factories of the future economy. The real question is, how are you going to leverage this new infrastructure?